Hello, welcome back to Mark's House and Garden UK. Olive trees, 1, 2, 3, 4. All these olive trees have been treated in exactly the same way. You can probably see that that one is alive because it's quite large, so from where the camera is standing you'll be able to see that one. If I hold this paper here, you can probably see that there is green on the top of this little olive tree. There's also green on the top of that little olive tree on my far right. I can also see little olive leaf buds forming on that one and indeed on that one. However, look at that. You can see that there is virtually no life at all at the top of that olive. So I'm going to try a little experiment. This was prompted by a subscriber who said, how far can you prune an olive? Well, given that there's no life up at the top of that one, I'm going to take my loppers and I'm going to prune progressively further down this little trunk until I think I can see some signs of life. Now, it might be that I get all the way down to the bottom and I've still not discovered any signs of life. What I'll be looking for is green in the stem of that olive tree. And if I do get to the bottom, no harm done, because it's clearly dead. However, I won't give up on it, because even though that bit's dead, there might be still some life in the rootstock. So I will keep that olive tree rootstock in that pot all summer, just in case it starts to sprout from the bottom. But this experiment really is about pruning that olive tree as far down as I can go until I see life, and then seeing if it will come back over the course of the summer. It's currently April, so we've got the whole summer ahead to hopefully breathe some life back into this olive. Now clearly it's going to be a shorter lollipop, but if it's still alive I'll be very happy. So I shall bring the camera in up close and you will see up close me progressively pruning down that olive tree stem, and we'll see what happens. And if there's no life, I'll prune it virtually down to the bottom and we'll leave it and see what happens next. Let me get the camera and bring it in close. Now I hope I've positioned the camera such that you can see from all the way up here at the top, all the way down to the base. Now there is a plant support in here, which I am going to remove. We don't need that. I don't think this plant's going to need support, and I don't think any support's going to do it any good. But I am now going to start pruning with my freshly sharpened loppers at the top, and we will see right at the top first of all if there's any life. I can't see any life. That looks brown and dead, and hopefully you can see that too on camera. I think you can. There it is. Let's go a little bit further. That's still brown and dead. And a little bit further. No life. No life. Now I'm starting to see a difference in colour in the centre here. That might indicate that there is some life, and I haven't actually got my glasses on. Let's just go a little bit further. I'm going to go and get my glasses and see if I can see any life on that point. Glasses are just a moment away. Now, that may be that there is some life in that stem there. Now from your aerial shot, you can't see that I've already cut that down to about 5.5, 6 inches. But there is a difference in the internal part of that stem. I'm going to take it one more cut and see if there's any life there. I'm not sure, I'm not convinced at all whether there's life in that stalk. One more go. Now, we're at the point now where if there is any life in there, having taken all these pieces off, we're going to end up with an olive bush rather than a lollipop olive, but that's as may well be, but we'll have to see what happens next. Let's just root around here and see if there's any evidence of green shoots. There isn't. It's still relatively solid. Right, what we'll do is we'll leave that, and I will keep you updated. I suspect it's dead. I suspect there's no more life, but this will be a real experiment and demonstration of just how hardy or robust these little olives are. And we'll see if that comes back. I will put it to one side and protect it, keep it nice and warm. I'll feed it and we'll see what happens next with this olive. So there we go, another little olive tree experiment. I'm not holding out much hope, but I won't give up on it, and we will see. And I will put an update video to this one about here. So if you're watching this as I've created it and published it, there will be no update. But if you're watching it further along into 2024, it's now April 2024, I will put an update, and I will, let's say 6 months down the line, so October, we'll see what's happened here. And I will update you by putting a link to a video just here. If you want to see what turns out, then obviously if you haven't already subscribed, do subscribe and hit the notifications bell. I'm not hopeful. I'm usually very hopeful with my olive trees. These have all done very well. They've all come through the winter. That one doesn't seem to have fared quite as well. I'll see you soon for some more olive tree experimentation. Bye for now.